My opponent made a statement that tracking is not effective, although I beg to differ. I find this method as a great alternative to help students work to the best of their abilities. This system has been used and is still being used in schools, not just high schools, elementary schools. Um, According to NASPblogs.org, schools should provide two grouping standards in advance. Within those two general groupings, schools should provide tiered interventions which provide additional learning time and support to ma- ensure student mastery of course content. For example, students enrolled in an advanced AP course may need additional learning time in the form of after school tutoring or additional review sessions. In order to master course content, um, in order for them to master course content. But likewise, students enrolled in standard courses may need additional after school tutoring or review, while some students may need an additional reading course or an additional courses. Students should be able to self-select into standard or advanced courses. This should be where students feel within themselves where they should be placed, or also where parents and teachers should feel where the students should be comfortably placed. In other words, enrollment is advanced or standard courses. Students should provide enrollment in advanced or standard courses should be open to all students based on their identified strengths and weaknesses, as well as their interests and motivations. For example, a student could be enrolled in an AP English class but be in a standard Algebra 2 course. If schools really have the best interests of their students in mind, they should be able to ensure that that students are adequately prepared to succeed in the most rigorous course that we could offer them. Although, according to an article in everydaylife.globepost.com, students are not oblivious to the fact that they're being tracked, and sometimes tracking can create a stigma. Students tracked into special needs classes may be teased by other students or view themselves as stupid. Education Week points out that students tracked into lower ability classes may feel less engaged because they know it's unlikely that they will move on to more challenging classes. However, some students may enjoy tracking. A struggling student who finally gets the help he needs may find tracking helpful, and a gifted student placed in a higher and more challenging class may dread the boredom of school less. So either way, I feel that there are some cases where students are teased. They are not oblivious to the fact that they are placed in a lower level class. But the reason for tracking is to put kids in classrooms with other kids who are struggling in the same area, in the same fields. Not putting them in the same class as students who are at an advanced level, who are getting it quicker than they are. Students shouldn't have to feel stupid. They shouldn't have to feel dumb. They should be able to have the opportunity to pass their courses, to enjoy class, to gain an understanding. You know, although I do believe that the way math is taught needs to be changed in classrooms. That's inevitable. I believe that. But some students are visual learners. Some students need to watch the teacher do the problems constantly on the board until they get it, and till they're at the point that they're able to freely do the problems over and over. I like to use myself as an example because I remember myself growing up and in school, I hated math. Even today, I hate math. But as a child, math was never coming clear to me. I didn't get it. And when I did get it, it was eventually kind of down the road. Like, I lagged a little bit. But I do remember how hard it was for me being placed into classrooms with other students who were gaining an understanding of it faster than I was. And if I had the opportunity to be placed in a lower level math, I feel like I would have enjoyed that a lot more, feeling comfortable with other students who are also struggling. And we're not saying that students will never get it, because they will. Students aren't always going to be placed in a lower level class. They're just learning at a slower pace than other students, and we should give them the opportunity to not be rushed and not feel the need to be pushed. But yeah, I believe tracking is a great alternative, and it's basically, we're not putting it, I wouldn't say, smarter to the stupider kids. It's not like that. It's just basically giving the ones who are not getting it as fast as the other students a chance to get it by giving them a little more time and attention and care, which they need. Thank you.